I disagree. It looks different, Jackson. I watch. I'll tell you what. I'll show you. Jackson and I are having a mild disagreement. So here, I'm going to put that up. Just, you got it up? Is it showing it?
Yep, looks exactly the same as always.
Well, see, it's not showing it for me. It says picture-in-picture is open because your screen share. Pardon me while we produce the show on the radio. Hey, friends, it's the Matt Murphy Radio Show, Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Glad to have you with us 7 minutes after 5 o'clock. It has been a lively and busy day thus far, this Monday edition. We thank you for being a part of the show. I just put that up as a test. That's Notre Dame's stupid announcement that as a team, we've decided to withdraw our name from consideration for a bowl game. Okay. The not-so-fighting Irish. Right? I mean,
the don't want to fight Irish.
Yeah, we're all good Irish.
Oh, here we go.
I mean, the new nickname for the Notre Dame football team?
Oh.
We'd prefer just to go on home, take our ball and go on home Irish.
The butt-hurt Irish.
The butt-hurt Irish. I bet that's not the first time they've heard that. Anyway. All right, so you can stop sharing the screen. You were right, Jackson. You were right. I was wrong. I don't say that very often.
As usual.
No, I don't know about all that.
I've prepared a song for this occasion.
Have you? What's the song?
Ken, join in if you know the words.
Yeah, why don't you sing it for us?
Jackson was right. Jackson was right. Jackson was right. Murphy was wrong.
Little off the beat there, but that's okay. That's all right. You remind me of Ricky Skaggs, Jackson. Not in your ability to play a mandolin or your ability to sing a song, but Ricky's wife Sharon was on stage with him, and she whispered to him, and she wanted him to sing "Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer," and he had to get someone. This happened last night at the Fishing Center. He had to get somebody to. Before he would sing it, because it was kind of off the cuff, she was like, I really wish you'd sing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And he had to get somebody to write down the names of all of the rest of the reindeer. He's like, I don't know the rest of the reindeer. So he read off, Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Donner and Cupid and something and Blitzen. I don't know all the reindeer. I was today old when I learned that. All right, so Matt has been holding on for some time on the line. Mike and Old Hickory's out there. I want to talk to you about liberals who are now arguing against deporting anyone, and I've got a couple of receipts to share with you. It has gotten to the level of absurdity where they are going on this subject. Do we not all agree on open borders? Rather, do we not all agree on closed borders? Apparently not. They are arguing for open borders, it seems. I'll share more on that with you coming up in just a couple of minutes. But right now, in the spirit and in the interest of the holiday season, we go to the phone calls and talk to Matt. Hey, Matt.
Hey.
How are you?
Hey, good. This is Hot Dog. I heard something about you moving to Pilgrim.
Oh, I thought this was Matt and you wanted to talk about hot dogs, and this is Hot Dog and you wanted to talk about Matt.
Yeah, I want to talk about Matt.
Oh.
What I'm saying, I'm not saying you are or you're not moving to Pilgrim, but if you do, buddy, I live on Sam's Creek. I'm about 5 miles down the road. Me and you're going to be tighter than ticks on a hound dog because we're going to go frog gigging. We're going to hunt possum on Saturday night. We're going over to Ashland City and have a steak.
Ooh.
Sunday morning,
Big
we'll go
city.
over to Act City Church of Christ and worship. I'm telling you, man, I hope you're coming here because this ain't the last you've heard of me.
Well, I mean, you make it very appetizing, Hot Dog.
Dude, if you catch a bunch of frogs and you get them legs, you better bring them up here, Brother Matt
Oh,
Murphy.
man.
Is this Ken Weaver?
That's Brother Ken Weaver.
Ken Weaver, I've talked to you before. Me and you are the same age, the same height, got a long beard. I just have a little more hair on top. But
he's like a brother from another mother, Ken Weaver.
We're real good-looking fellas, Brother Matt. Real good-looking fellas.
Yes, we are. Matthew, I pray that you come here because we're going to have a good time, and I thank you for it.
The Hot Dog's call reminds me of a joke. And I'm not saying hot dog. Thank you, and God bless you. I love Pegram. I love Pegram and Ashland City, and actually have been looking for a place out there because that's good people out there. Those are good people out there, and I pick because I love. But his call. Have you ever heard the joke where a guy moves out into the country and there's like nobody around?
The story of Matt Murphy.
And now, hold on a second. So, and he's been there. He's unpacked. He's been there about a week or so, and he gets the old knock on the door, and it's this big, huge, burly fella. He's got a big beard. He's got a hat. And he goes, "I just want to introduce myself and tell you I'm your neighbor about 4 miles down the way there, and I just want to talk to you about how we do things back in the backcountry." And the guy goes, "Okay, well, sure. I'm from the city, but this is what I came here for, and I love it, and, it's all good." And he goes, "Well, things get wild out here, fella. Things get pretty wild, especially on the weekends. We do some partying. We drank and we drank. I mean, we drank a lot, and I want to invite you over. We're going to drink." And he goes, "Well, I drink. I'll drink a little bit." And he goes, "Well, this party you're invited to, though, now, they do a little smoking, too, if you know what I mean. We're in the backcountry, and we grow things back here, and we like to smoke them. So there's going to be some smoking. And we're going to drink, and we're going to smoke." And he goes, "Well, I haven't done it in a while, but, believe it or not, I might have been known to fire one up every now and again. I guess I can handle that. We're way back out here in the country. Well, listen now. You need to know this, too. There's going to be some dancing. We're going to kick our boots on, and we're going to get our dance on. And we're going to have a good old time drinking and a smoking and a dancing." The guy goes, "Well, I know you probably wouldn't know it to see me, but I can dance a little bit, too. So," and he goes, "Well, one final thing, fella. If you come to this party I'm inviting you to, you just need to know this, that a lot of times these parties, they end up in some sex. Now, you just need to know it. There's going to be some sex." And the guy goes, "Well, I didn't think you'd go there, but, it's been a long time since I've, been in the company of others, and I don't guess I'd mind that either."
The company of others.
And the guy says, "All right, then, we'll see you this weekend." And as the guy starts to turn around and leave, he goes, "Hey, by the way, how many people normally show up at these parties of yours?" And the guy says, "What are you talking about? It's just going to be me and you." Hey, that's a great joke. That's a good joke. This is going to be me and you? I didn't tell it right. That was on me. I didn't tell it right. That was on me. Let me start over. No, I'm just kidding. That's a good joke. It's just going to be me and you. I didn't tell it right. But y'all get it. Y'all get the idea. Hot dog, that's not you. I'm not saying that's you. But you just reminded me of that joke.
Well, if you do move out there and you get a bunch of frog legs, bring them up here.
Let me tell you something, Ken Weaver. I've only had frog legs twice in my life. And one time was at a restaurant, and the other time was my grandpa and I went frog gigging when I was like 13 years old, and we ate them the next morning with eggs. Oh!
Yeah.
You know what they taste like, Ken?
Chicken.
Chicken, yeah.
But they got a better taste.
They do. There's a
little bit better.
Yeah, I would agree. Frog legs are good.
Yeah.
Frog legs are good. Cleaning them, not my favorite thing. But eating them, I dig. Mike is in Old Hickory.
How you doing, Matt?
Mike, if I felt any better, well, I'll put it this way. I feel better all over than I do anywhere else.
Yep. Well, what do you think's going on now with the approval ratings?
Mike, that was a good one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now,
Mike, Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Well, Merry Christmas and after Thanksgiving to you.
All right.
But by the way, since we're going to get serious here, we're talking about the future of our country, and we're talking about Donald Trump's ratings, the RNC ratings, Van Epp that won by 9 points. You were close. You were really close. You
Thank
said
you, Mike.
10 points.
I did. Thank you.
And I said it should have been 20 to 30, and that's why we're having conversations now in the Republican Party. It should have been 20 to 30 because we're losing. In the daily
conversation across the media is that Trump is in the low 30s, the RNC is in the low 30s, and guess what? Americans are unhappy, and we just aren't making it because of Donald Trump, which we know that's not true. You and I, we're in the 1% that knows that's not true. But the 99% now believe in it. And guess what? Donald Trump is now having to get out on his jet and start flying around the country trying to prove what we already know is happening. Good things are happening in this country, but they don't believe it. And the RNC just can't seem to get the message across. And when Ben Epps won by 9 points, I said, great, yay, he won. But I said, nope, that's bad, because he should have won by 20. And that's sending a message across to these Democrats, these liberals, these socialists, these communists. They're all same word, communist. Stop using the word socialist. Start using the word communist from now on.
Hey, Mike, tell everybody the difference between socialism and communism. Go ahead.
The military supports the socialist part by putting you in jail, killing you if you don't agree with it. That's the only difference. They put you in gulags. It's the Putin KGB type communism that puts people in jail. That says, like in Red China, you can have a so-called capitalist economy, but if you disagree with it, we'll just put you in jail. The difference between socialism and communism is that communism says, if you don't believe in us, we'll just kill you. And so there's no difference, because socialism kills people's souls.
Well, socialism, I mean, this is the way that I would answer my own question. Socialism is an avenue to communism. Communism is a pipe dream as a concept, as envisioned by Karl Marx. Karl Marx envisioned communism as a communal society where there's no private property ownership whatsoever, which is a pipe dream. It's never going to happen. So what you get to is socialism, which is government control over all private property and the means of production.
Exactly. Right. And that's what we're now seeing in New York, Mamdani, and in Nashville. Let's come home to Nashville and watch what's going on here. We're seeing a mayor, and we're seeing Davidson County, you were talking about earlier, this big, massive property tax increase.
Yes.
What do you think that's for? What do you think that's for? Do you think that's for the benefit of Davidson County? No. That's the benefit of government in Davidson County controlling Nashville residents. I've got a friend of mine who lives like one block inside Davidson County, outside Wilson County. He found out what his tax bill came in. It came in, he says, bye-bye Davidson. He put his house up for sale. He's moving to Wilson. But it's so subtle. It comes in so subtle.
Well, I agree with you, and thanks, Mike, for the call. I would agree with you that I would have loved to have seen a better percentage margin of victory between Van Epps and Afton Bay. And there's a lot of reasons why that did not happen. Part of it is the Trump impact. Trump is going to be a net +8 when he's on the ballot. He's not on the ballot anymore. I don't really give a crap. I mean, try not to be crude. I don't really care what Trump's approval ratings are. I care what people think about the nature of the country, where they feel like the country's going. And I do not believe that perception has met reality when it comes to trying to turn the economy around. We need an economic boost in 2026. If we see an economic recession which could come without any it could come without any impact, or without any input, I should say, from the federal government. In other words, without any ability to control it, you could see an economic downturn in early 2026. I certainly hope that that's not the case. I hope the powers that be continue to create the fertile playing ground and the fertile field that's going to promote growth, because we need that growth prior to the elections of 2026. Now, all of this to say, nothing is going to make me happy until the Republicans, while they are in charge, do something about the national debt. The national debt is going to be the end of this nation if we do not get it under control. and we will never pay it off. We simply must stop adding to it. Y'all hear me? We will never pay it off. Sadly, we just won't. We don't have the political will to stop adding trillions of dollars to it. You think we're going to get the political will to spend money to pay it down? I don't think so. The best we can ever hope for is to stop adding to the national debt. Okay? All right. More calls coming up, 615-737-9986. I have a continued conversation. I've got a couple of examples of how liberals are off their nut when it comes to immigration policy in the United States of America, and they're siding literally with criminals as opposed to law and order. That's on the way. More of your calls. Plus, I'd like to wish I don't do shout-outs, but I'll wish a happy birthday to Keith, who's a loyal listener to the Matt Murphy Show, and he said it's his 54th birthday today. Happy birthday, Keith. Way to go, buddy. 22 after the hour on Super Talk. You know what I just realized? Jackson. Next Halloween, I got a great Halloween outfit for you.
What is it?
King Henry. You would look great as King Henry.
I'm good.
What?
I did a report on him.
Did you?
Did with a lot of wives.
Yeah, kept killing him because they couldn't get him a son, I think.
Did he really?
Yeah. I think he beheaded a couple of them. He created a church, Ken.
He's a nice fella.
He seemed like a good guy. Am I right? Yeah, y'all.
He created a church?
Yeah, the Church of England. Because if you're Catholic, you couldn't get a divorce. I'm almost 100% that I'm not BSing here.
I should have paid attention to history.
I think that's right. That King Henry VIII, because like Anne Boleyn and these others, they couldn't bear. He needed an heir, and they just kept giving him daughters. I think so.
He just killed the wife.
Well, he claimed that they were, cheating on him or something. I don't remember exactly the claims.
8 times.
And so he would kill his wife and marry another one. And the church didn't like that very much. And so he created the Church of England, which was exactly like the Catholic Church, except you get divorced. Y'all, I'm almost positive that I'm telling this story correctly. Or it could be completely.
Would he divorce them or would he kill them? Or was it a case-by-case basis?
I think he beheaded Anne Boleyn.
He'd come up with excuses.
I think he beheaded Anne Boleyn.
Oh, my wife's head fell off. I need a new one.
What are you going to do? Oh, she was a traitor to the crown. You know what I'm saying? And so, give me another turkey leg and another wife. He's a big fella, too. Can you imagine how bad he stunk? They didn't
shower.
They didn't bathe. They didn't bathe for months, Jackson.
That's how it is where you're going.
We got square bath. You go to the town square and get in the bath water in the fountain. Just don't confuse the drinking water fountain with the bathing fountain. That's what they tell me where we're going.
It's not Saturday night.
What are you doing in that fountain, boy? Not Saturday night. Also, we're going to party. Anyway, I won't tell that joke
Back
again.
in the day, I wouldn't have taken a bath on Saturday night. I'd have been at the saloon.
Well, me too.
That's taking up
saloon
saloon
you got to wash up before you go to the saloon.
No, not back in the day. I guarantee you John Wayne didn't bathe on Saturday night.
The Duke?
The Duke?
No, he was knocking some back at the old saloon. You pick it up, Liberty.
Well, now wait a minute. He probably did bathe for that because he had the hots for the old gal there at the.
Yeah. Are you talking about the man who shot Liberty?
Man who shot Liberty Valance.
Yeah, he did have the hots for the chick at the saloon.
That's my steak, Liberty.
I said you did it. You pick it up, Liberty.
Man, that's a great movie.
That is a pretty good movie.
You need to have Jackson watch that one.
Black and white, Jackson. Black and white alert. So, yes, the general consensus on the super text line is I'm correct in my weak at this is Murphy's version of history is no, this dude, he wanted to have a son and they couldn't get him a son. And so he waited a minute and she didn't get him a son. So he beheaded her and then married and then and the church is like, hey, you got to stop. You got to stop.
Do that.
You got to stop beheading your wives just because they can't bear you sons. You have to stay married. And he was like, well, the hell with the Catholic Church. I'm going to create the Church of England, which is going to be exactly like the Catholic Church, except
you can get divorced.
You can get divorced.
So did he just tell everybody he had like divine intervention?
Oh, it was a big deal. And then I think.
Oh, I had a vision. God came to me.
I think he basically said, And also, everybody in England has to be a member of the Church of England. You can't be a Catholic anymore.
Must be nice to be king.
I mean, being king would be pretty good.
Yeah.
It's good. I mean, except when the whole mutiny thing happens.
Yeah.
They turn on you.
And but you know.
Until then, you're good.
You're pretty dead once the mutiny happens. So, like.
Yeah, well.
Not your problem anymore.
Can you imagine?
Depends on the process.
It goes from a big problem to not your problem very quickly, Ken.
Can you imagine how badass Queen Elizabeth had to be being a female back in that day?
Yeah.
And having to deal with the patriarchy? I can't imagine. All right, I can imagine this. We got to get to a break. Tony and John coming up. We've got Nincompoops on the way. I still have my rant on immigration. I told you we were struggling with not gold bricking. I think we're doing a pretty good job. It's been a pretty good show so far. 32. I ruined it. 32 after the hour in Super Talk. You know, if Santa Claus had an action movie where he had to, like, kill the bad people, this would be the soundtrack to it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, where he's killing the evil gremlins or whatever they are.
Kind of like the start to Bill Murray, Scrooged.
Yes.
Remember it had Steve Austin in it.
I need to rewatch that movie.
Oh, that's great.
I love that. Scrooged is like my third favorite version of A Christmas Carol.
Mm-hmm. It's okay.
Thank you, Jackson, for your contribution to the show.
You're welcome.
What do you mean it's okay?
It's okay.
It's just okay?
Yeah.
You just don't like Bill Murray?
I love Bill Murray.
You don't like Christmas? You don't like Buster Poindexter?
Who's that?
That was the Ghost of Christmas Present, the guy driving the taxi cab.
Okay.
Passed away not too long ago.
Oh, did he really?
He did, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I hope where he went was not hot, hot, hot. Thank you, Ken. Thank you for giving me the pity laugh on that joke. Jackson, for those of you in the back, Buster Poindexter sang a song called Hot, Hot, Hot.
Hot, hot, hot.
Ole, 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 ole. Hot, hot, hot. Anyway, what is your favorite version of A Christmas Carol, Jackson?
I don't know.
Alistair Sim, I mean, he did
That's my favorite.
It's a pretty good one.
Yep.
Alistair,
You know what the first thing that came to my mind was?
my favorite is A Muppet Christmas Carol.
Okay. That was
favorite.
the second thing that came to my mind.
That is 100% my favorite version of A Christmas Carol.
SNL did a skit a couple of years ago on A Christmas Carol that was really funny.
Well, that's not the movie.
No, but it was like they turned it into a slasher film.
Okay. I could see that. Sure.
Where he turned good, but he kept accidentally killing villagers.
Okay.
It's really funny.
Did you have you ever seen the SNL bit on It's a Wonderful Life?
Yes.
No.
Where it's got Dana Carvey as Jimmy Stewart. Yeah. Take that, Potter. Yeah, come on, give him some. Instead of Jimmy Stewart, George Bailey being the better man, he just beats crap out of old man. He dumps him out of his wheelchair and just, take that, old man.
Oh, so what I've wanted to do the last 10 years of watching that movie.
Yes. Yeah, no, A Muppet Christmas Carol is the superior version of A Christmas Carol to me. And Michael Caine's version of Scrooge is very, very underrated because he's dealing with a bunch of Muppets. But I think that makes what he does even more impressive. Ebenezer Scrooge, let me give you a little, I want to nerd out, an acting nerd out because I was a theater major. People know that I was an actor when I was a kid. But Ebenezer Scrooge is one of the more difficult roles to play as an actor. Because you have to make a transition from crotchety. I mean, you have to be a realistic, crotchety, old so-and-so, an absolute jerk, and you have to make a transition from absolute jerk to nice guy, and it's almost impossible for people to do. But also another underrated, George C. Scott's version is really good.
I've been trying to watch that here lately, and I keep getting interrupted.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I do like it.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It is the better modern telling of it that exists. That one, Alistair Sim, and then my favorite.
I like the Jim Carrey one.
See, I never saw the Jim Carrey one.
Oh, you need to see that one.
Animated?
Yeah, animated. Got Yeah, it's got famous people who are doing the voices.
Okay.
And Gary Oldman plays Ichabod Crane.
I love Gary Oldman.
Plays his Clark.
Bob Cratchit?
Bob Cratchit.
Oh, Gary Oldman's good.
My favorite version of Scrooge is the musical back in 1970. That was Albert Finney.
Albert, I don't think I've.
Oh, you got to check it out.
I got to check that one out.
You watch that on YouTube for free.
I'm going to watch that on the YouTubes. And someone said that the George C. Is that the George C. Scott you're telling me about? Wait, no. They're saying watch Fat Man with Mel Gibson on Netflix. Nah, well, I hear that was good. And Betty says Sir Michael Caine is one of the finest actors of his generation or our time. I'd agree with you 100%. Michael Caine doesn't get the credit he deserves for his acting skills because he took every damn job he was ever offered. But Dirty Rotten Scoundrels is a fabulous film. Michael Caine in that. Michael Caine was fabulous in, was he in Cider House Rules? I think he was really good in Cider House Rules. And obviously in Christmas. He's good in everything he does. And he's great as Alfred, the butler in the Batman series.
That's right.
Henry Winkler was the best Scrooge. What?
Yeah, he was in a Scrooge, too. I haven't seen that one either.
I haven't either.
I'm going to watch all the Scrooges this
Have you
Christmas.
seen?
Let's do it, Weaver. Me and you, Weaver. And we'll actually, Weaver, you should just take over this bit that Jackson and I are doing because we're failing at it.
I always watch my movie. Except that one time I didn't.
Hey, you know what we should do right now?
What?
Nincompoops in the news. Y'all hang in there. Tony, hang in there. John and Tony want to talk about the national debt. Eric wants to talk about Christmas Carol. I'm talking to all of you. We just need to do a little nincompooperi, and we'll get to your telephone calls in a moment on this Monday edition of the Matt Murphy Show. It's time for Nincompoops in the news. You probably know what news is going on out there. You might not know that there's a few nincompoops out and about, and we're going to share some of those with you, and you get to vote. 615-737-9986. Ken Weaver always comes in at an advantage because he's more likable and tells a better story than Jackson or I.
I don't know about that.
Jackson's number 2 in this because he's a lovable fuzzball, and then there's me, and I always get dumped on. But that's okay. Every once in a while, I'll squeak out a victory. Jackson, who won Friday?
No idea.
Me either.
I say we give it
remember
to Ken Weaver.
Can't even remember what I did on Friday.
Ken, were you even here on Friday?
Yeah, I was here.
He was here. I remember that. I'm going to go first
All
since
right,
nobody
hit it.
can remember.
Hit it, Brother Murphy.
50. I thought of you, Ken Weaver, when I found this story.
All right.
I thought of you when I found this story, and you'll
About a
see
big
why.
old, tall, tough fella.
Yeah, big old guy. Like frog legs. A 57-year-old man in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, has been charged with assault following an incident involving a snowblower. The Sault Ste. Marie Police Service said that shortly after 9 a.m. on December 7th, 911 operators received a report of an assault that had occurred the previous afternoon on the 100 block of 2nd Line West. An investigation revealed the accused got into an argument with the victim, who is known to them, before intentionally directing snow from a snowblower at them. Although no physical injuries were reported from the incident, officers located the accused Sunday and took him into custody and charged him with assault. No further details on the incident were available, so we're going to fill them in. So, old 57-year-old fella, whose name is not included in the report, so we're going to call him Win Keever. So, old Win Keever's out there, and he's blowing his snow, and he's not happy about it, friends, because while he lives in Ontario, he hates winter. He hates the winter weather. He hates everything about it. But he's blowing the snow with his big old snowblower. And his neighbor, we're going to call him Waxon Jillians. Waxon comes out. And Waxon's like, hey, man, you're blowing the snow over in my yard. How about not do that? And old Win Keever says,
Fiddlesticks.
how about fiddlesticks on you? And then y'all know these snowblowers, right? They pull the snow and they pshoo.
Right.
And he pointed that snow at his hey, man. Anyway, I thought it was funny. And I thought that fella's a nincompoop. Actually, the nincompoops in my story are the Sault Ste. Marie Police Department. Because if you can't show me a bruise, if you can't show me an injury, you just got hit by some snow, I'm not arresting anybody for assault, but apparently they did.
That's a lot of paperwork for nothing.
Which is odd because the weird part about this story is if the old man's sidewalks had been assaulted, he wouldn't have had to use the snowblower.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, that's funny. See, assaulted. That joke works like 4 different ways.
Also, I remember I won on Friday. I had Frosty the Snowman having a bunch of different families.
That's right.
You remember that now?
Oh, that's right, because I made snowball jokes.
Yeah.
Throughout your story. Go ahead, Jackson.
All right. Sitting in Popeyes the entire time. Man caused car crashes in multiple counties while high on Xanax, then went for some fried chicken, police say. A Georgia man is facing charges after causing a series of car crashes through multiple counties while high on Xanax before he stopped at Popeyes to sit down and watch the chaos unfold, Peach State law enforcement say. James Mann, 53, stands accused of multiple counts, including driving under the influence, hit and run, reckless driving, and driving on the wrong side of the road, according to the Duluth Police Department. The incident ended in a parking lot outside of Popeyes on Pleasant Hill Road in Duluth, a medium-sized suburb roughly 30 miles northeast of Atlanta and part of the broader metro area. Before that, however, the Volvo barreled into cars in both Fulton and Gwinnett counties, according to authorities. On Wednesday, the alleged impaired driving spree began in Johns Creek, police told Atlanta-based NBC affiliate WSB-TV. There, the same beige Volvo allegedly struck several cars and then drove into nearby Duluth, hitting other drivers along the way. Around 4:45 p.m. that day, police in Duluth received a call about a car driving on the wrong side of the road in Pleasant Hill, according to another report. At one time, the wayward Volvo shot over the median. By the time officers arrived, however, the driver was gone, but 3 other drivers remained at the scene. Police said one said their car had been hit, another said their car had been clipped, and a third said they had to make a last-second maneuver to avoid a head-on collision. There on the road, officers found the smashed-up Volvo. The car had finally given out after its series of collisions with other drivers, coming to rest after cresting the edge of a landscape median in front of the Popeyes. Witnesses soon pointed police to the allegedly errant motorist. He was sitting in Popeyes the entire time, a Duluth police officer said. In body-worn camera footage obtained by the local television station, he was literally sitting at that table watching all of us. Eventually, man walked outside. Then law enforcement called him over and took him into custody. The footage shows police say the defendant had droopy eyes and spoke with a slurred voice, but there was no hint or smell of alcohol. Rather, a search of the Volvo turned up a prescription bottle for 120 Xanax pills that had been filed earlier that same day. 7 pills were unaccounted for, according to law enforcement.
Wow.
Later, a member of the police department trained in drug recognition said the defendant seemed to be under the influence of a central nervous system depressant, which includes Xanax. He was taken to a nearby hospital where he was checked for drug and alcohol use and cited for the violations.
I love Popeye's chicken.
Boy. That's some good stuff.
I'm more of a Bojangles man myself.
What? There is no way you just said that with your mouth.
I did.
We should bring in Bojangles and bring in Popeyes and do a blind taste test.
Let's do that.
Maybe I'm more of a Bojangles guy because of the accoutrement. You ever had a Bowberry biscuit?
Red bean and rice.
You ever had a Bowberry biscuit?
Accoutrement. I have not.
Oh.
I hear they're good.
Oh, so good. It's a blueberry biscuit, Ken.
I'll take that.
It's blueberry. By the way, before I get too far away from it, I just have to clean something up. I apparently was mispronouncing the name of the town in Ontario, and I've been told this by several different people that it's Sault Ste. Marie, not Sault Ste. Marie.
Disrespecting the Canadians, eh?
It was Sault, but that's pronounced Sue.
What are you, a hoser?
Okay, whatever. I mean, look, if y'all want proper pronunciations of Canadian towns, y'all, Chris Hand shows 9 to noon. Super Talk 98.
Couldn't hit the broadside of a moose, eh?
Hey. Popeyes versus Bojangles would be a good show for the holidays. Now, that's not the best chicken that exists. The best chicken that exists is at Publix. And
That's pretty good chicken.
I don't know what to tell you, but Ken Weaver, what's your Nincompoop?
A South African preacher named Christ Penelope made headlines for a controversial healing ritual that involves sitting on congregants' faces and farting on them.
Okay, Ken wins.
Ken just won.
He claims this action is a demonstration of God's power meant to provide spiritual and physical healing.
Son, that's God's power on you right now.
Pastor Penelope of the Sevenfold Holy Spirit Ministries in the Limpopo province of South Africa defends the practice, stating that the release of air near a person's nose allows the healing power to enter their body. He compares the act to a biblical event, referencing the story of God putting Adam into a deep sleep, and insists that his followers enter a similar deep sleep during the ritual and do not feel anything. Despite widespread criticism and accusations of disgraceful actions by farting in his congregant's face, the pastor has maintained that he does not fart on people, but rather heals them.
Are you saying this guy says he has magic farts?
I don't.
Reports indicate that some followers wait for months for their chance to receive this specific ritual.
So there's a wait list. There's a fart list?
What happens if he can't produce?
He just makes sure to eat some beans for breakfast.
I mean, seriously, what happens if he can't? I mean, I guess
that's why they're waiting months, Matt. You spread these out.
I guess it's.
You think he's got a good one holding in? He's like, I got to wait for service.
It is not the Lord's will that you be farted upon.
Anyway, I checked to make sure that story is legit, and apparently it's legit.
I mean, that'll get you pink eye.
That's the holy pink eye, Matt.
The Holy Spirit on you. Oh, the Lord, the Lord has showered you not with just.
So the nincompoop here, it's got to be his congregation.
That dude is the nincompoop. The Lord has especially blessed you, for I now have to change my shorts. There's no way that Jackson hit the music. There's no way we're winning anything. I default to Ken Weaver. I just had a story about a guy doing a snowblower. Let's
went over like a fart in church.
The old 50 couple of beers and some hard-boiled eggs, and this preacher's off and running. We're gonna have some church today. We're gonna have some church today.
We're doing church.
I've had eggs all morning. Y'all gonna get the Lord today.
You're gonna feel the wrath.
I don't think it was Popo, Ken. I think it was Poo-Poo. Poo-Poo, South Africa. Of course, I mispronounced. Now I'm being told that this town isn't even in Canada. It's in Michigan. It's in Ontario. That's how we do Nincompoops. Super Talk 997 WTN.